does residential rental property work? Before we proceed, let's pay attention to this question. What is residential rental property? Residential rental property is defined as a dwelling bought by an investor and occupied by tenants under a lease or other sort of rental arrangement. Residential property is land allocated expressly for individual or household living or habitation, and can range from single-family homes to massive multi-unit apartment buildings. A commercial rental property, on the other hand, is leased out to companies in premises zoned specifically for profit generating, as opposed to a residential rental property. Now, how does residential rental property work? Single-family homes, condominium units, apartments, townhouses, duplexes, and other types of residential real estate are available. This phrase residential rental property separates this type of rental real estate investment from commercial buildings, where the renter is often a corporation rather than a person or family, and hotels and motels, where the tenant is not a long-term occupant. Residential rental property is a viable investment option. Many individuals have personal experience with both the rental market as renters and the residential real estate market as homeowners. Unlike stocks, futures, and other financial instruments, residential rental properties are less daunting than other investments because of this familiarity with the process and the investment. It may provide monthly cash flow, long-term appreciation, leverage utilizing borrowed money, and the tax advantages described above on the income the investment generates in addition to the familiarity element. Ownership might provide tax benefits that other, more indirect real estate investments, such as a real estate investment trust, do not. Of course, direct ownership of residential rental property entails the obligation of acting as a landlord or hiring a property management business, as well as the hazard that come with it, such as unoccupied units and tenant conflicts. Common types of rental properties. There are many various sorts of rental properties to select from when searching for a rental property to invest in. The following are the most prevalent types of rental properties. Single-family houses that are detached from neighboring properties. Luxury property targeted toward the high-end renter. Vacation homes for short-term stays such as Airbnb. Townhomes or row houses that share a connecting wall, entryway, or front yard. Condominiums and cooperatives that are privately owned units in a multi-tenant building. Small multi-family buildings such as a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. Apartment buildings built as a walk-up, low-rise, mid-rise, or high-rise. 7 tips on how to sell a house fast. Here are 7 tips you can do for your house to sell fast. Number 1. Set the right price. Your pricing plan will determine whether or not your house sells quickly. From the start, decide on a price for your home. Ask for a low price so you may negotiate afterwards. A costly home may languish on the market for a long period before being forgotten. Additionally, being the cheapest property isn't a good idea, especially if you've made significant renovations. Talk to a real estate specialist and look at property websites to find out how much properties in your community are worth. Number 2. List the property online. Expose and upload your property to the internet so that many potential buyers see it possibly. As more people learn that your home is for sale, the quantity of inquiries you receive will rise. Property hunters often look for their future house on the internet. List your home online and be sure to keep it up to date, especially the availability information, because a listing that is routinely updated receives more views. Number 3. Hire a broker. Brokers have connections and are members of broker networks. While you can sell your home on your own, a broker can help you avoid the pitfalls that might arise during a sale. They are familiar with the industry's dynamics and possess abilities that can help expedite the process. Always seek the guidance of an eligible broker who can tell you of the market trends so that you may devise efficient selling methods. Number 4. Organize. Make any required repairs, clear all rooms, and clean the most visible sections of the house, such as the kitchen and bathroom. Before you place a price on a property, you must first clean it thoroughly. Engage the services of a professional stager who understands how to emphasize your home's asset yet pays pricey. Otherwise, perform your own staging and solicit feedback from family and friends. Number 5. Depersonalize. Any personal touches in your house, such as family photographs, artwork, religious items, and mementos, must be removed. Visualize themselves living in the house. Replace brightly colored walls and furnishings with neutrals so that they can see themselves in your house. Number 6. Be flexible. Invite them over if they want to come over at 7 a.m. on Saturday. Instead than the other way around, adjust your schedule to fit theirs. It is preferable to vacate your home while it is on the market, since you want potential buyers to believe they may move in at any moment. Number 7. Talk to people. A relative of your buddy may be looking for a home in your city. Don't be afraid to notify your friends and family that your house is for sale. It is now easy to communicate with anyone because we live in a digital environment. The 4 main types of real estate. Because there are so many possibilities available, investing in real estate can be a little intimidating at times. It's useful to know the 4 primary types of real estate and how they function if you're just getting started in the company. Then you may choose the optimal real estate asset type for your investing strategy. Number 1. Residential. The residential real estate market in the United States is enormous. According to the World Property Journal, the housing market's total value reached $33.6 trillion this year, surpassing the combined yearly GDPs of the United States and China. When you consider the various alternatives for investing in residential real estate, it's easy to see why the housing market in the United States has risen by more than 50% in the various 10 years. Number 2. Commercial. Commercial real estate is property that is used only for commercial purposes or to offer a workspace, as opposed to the residential real estate, which is utilized for living reasons. Commercial real estate is often leased to tenants for the purpose of conducting income-generating operations. This vast category of real estate can range from a single storefront to a large retail mall. Retailers of all kinds, office space, hotels and resorts, strip malls, restaurants, and healthcare facilities all fall under the category of commercial real estate. Number 3. Industrial. Despite the fact that industrial real estate, like commercial real estate, is utilized for business reasons, it is typically considered as a different form of real estate due to the unique manner it is used. Manufacturing, production, research and development, storage and distribution facilities all fall under the category of industrial real estate. While leisure sectors like residential, commercial, and retail sometimes eclipse industrial real estate, it should not be disregarded as an important facilitator of global trade and a stable income-generating asset class. The global economy runs on industrial real estate. Industrial real estate that is well located and of excellent quality keeps the world's supply chains running, facilitates trade and e-commerce, and assures the efficient transit of commodities from producers to consumers. Number 4. Land. In urban areas, vacant or undeveloped land is acquired for future development, and natural resource rights such as mineral, water, and air rights. When compared to developed properties with buildings and tenants, investing in land is a preferred long-term option because taxes and maintenance expenses are often quite low. How to renovate a home. Number 1. Start with the exterior if you have to choose. If you have to choose between working on the inside or the exterior of your house, start with the exterior. Make any essential roof repairs and, if necessary, tidy up your siding. Start refurbishing the inside of your property just when the exterior is in good shape. If your roof is leaking, having a brand new kitchen and flooring is not a good idea. If your home's outside is in good shape, go ahead and renovate the interior. Number 2. Prioritize the rooms you use the most. Break up your room repairs into sections so you may continue to live in your house while saving money. Concentrate on cleaning the rooms and locations that you use the most one at a time. Move on to the next room or location when you've completed with one. For example, if you spend a lot of time in your living room but don't cook very often, begin your improvements with the living room and keep the kitchen for later. Number 3. Save the floors for last. Renovations can be a time-consuming and dirty process, especially when contractors are working in different areas of your house. Before you begin working on flooring, make sure you've completed any other big renovation jobs. However, while flooring are often costly and time-consuming, if it meets your purposes and you want to get them out of the way first, go ahead and do it. Number 4. Research home renovation costs to see what you can afford to do. Check the price of the products you want to utilize in your improvements, such as flooring, sliding, appliances, and worktops. Calculate the expenditures for each room, taking into account structural work, as well as finishing touches like paint. Request estimates from contractors and create a budget for your project. Before you start renovating, be sure there are no building limitations. Renovations may be forbidden in some areas. Number 5. Put together a detailed project plan for your renovations. Create plans and strategy for your improvements with the help of a contractor and a designer. Make a list of items you require and a list of things you desire, which will aid in the future budgeting decisions. Make a strategy for which projects you'll tackle first. New worktops and a new stove, for example, may be on your need list, but new bathroom fixtures and backsplash might be on your want one. That's all for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in our comment section. Like, share, and subscribe.